Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, and I'm just here to pop down our little card spread for next week, which starts with the 2nd of September. So we're kind of off into almost coming into another season, really, coming up to the autumn. This is my favourite time of year. So really looking forward to it. Don't want to be harsh or anything, but I'm always quite glad to see the back of August. Don't cope very well in the heat, so quite glad to see the summer disappearing and the autumn coming in. And that's just me. I just really enjoy the autumn. So I'm just going to have a shuffle up with the black and white Faulkner deck. Put down a tarot card from this deck. And then I'm going to use my new Smith Waite Borderless deck to go with the tarot. And then, don't know, might have another tarot card, might have an oracle card, don't know. I'll go wherever I'm guided to go and see what comes up. Let's have a look and see. I've got a few decks around here that I can use, so let's see what happens. So that's that one shuffled. Let me just have a little shuffle of this one. Okay, so this is the other deck. So I've done an unboxing and flip through of this deck. If anybody wants to see that, I'll put a link at the end, like a click through at the end, on the end page of this video, so you can have a look at that if you want to. First of all, our first card is Strength. Okay, that's interesting because Strength talks about August, and to me it does anyway. So it talks about that, you know, it's the 8th month, it's when Leo energy is kind of in full flow, so loads and loads of summary kind of things going on with the whole Strength card. You know, in terms of, I don't know, in terms of an energy, it can talk about needing to obviously needing to be strong. It can also be like a stick to your guns type of card. I will just show you one really funny thing though, just while we're here. You can have a look at my little Leo. There he is. Hello, Sleepy. He's not actually asleep. He is watching what we're doing very carefully. But he's not really moving about very much. Just having a little sleep. It's been quite warm here again, even though we are now coming into the autumn. The nights are getting colder, I've noticed though. So with strength can be talking about us needing to be strong, but I always like the whole iron fist in a velvet glove saying when it comes to strength. So strength is not always about being massively powerful. It is sometimes about being able to show your strength, but in a kind of gentle way, not kind of being too aggressive, and it's not that really. It's about being able to be powerful but also be empathic and to be able to have that energy about you. So, you know, this may be a beginning of the week where you do have to do that a little bit, where you have to kind of stick to your guns, but not come across as too pushy and not too aggressive, not too harsh in that energy. So I would say that's quite an interesting start to the week, really. Just be mindful of that energy of not being overly aggressive, overly pushy, going just, I don't know, just I almost feel like I want to just step back a little bit and be strong in my energy, but not too forceful. That's the energy that I'm getting for this first little card. So, I've already shuffled those, haven't I? So I don't need to do that again. So from this new Borderless deck, I've got here the 10 of Wands. So I'll put those two together like that. So Strength is talking about the power, but it is subtle. The 10 of Wands talks about a burden. It talks about you carrying a burden, and it talks about you being you know, too much. It's too much. I always want to say when I'm doing readings for people, when the 10 of Wands comes up, I want to say, oh, come on, just don't take on so much. Share your burden with others. Don't feel like you have to carry everything on your own here. I mean, you can see here we've got our chap who is you know, it's very clear that he is carrying far too much. He's got all this stuff, it's bending him over. He can't see through where he's going because of all this stuff in the way. You know, this is very, very strongly saying you can't see the wood for the trees. You're just taking on too much. So be wary this week of not taking on too much. And maybe that's where your strength is going to come in, of sticking to your guns and actually putting some boundaries in place where you can say, actually, I've got enough on my plate at the moment and I'm not going to take on any more. Sometimes the strength is in saying no to somebody or to someone or something. Just no, I'm not going to take that on board. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the energy for it. I don't actually want to do it. Whatever it is for you, consider that this week, about staying strong in your energy. I mean, you don't have to be all aggressive about it, but actually you can say no. You don't have to say yes to absolutely everything that goes on in your life. You really, really don't. And in fact, sometimes it's very, I don't know, quite cleansing to say no. You know, it's quite empowering to say no. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw one of these Lovers Oracle cards. They're not all just about love. So these kind of cover lots of other different energies, but we'll have a go with one of these. They are incredibly difficult to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. So I'm literally just sort of flipping them around at the moment. And we'll just pull one out quickly because I've just had a little pop-up saying that my battery on my phone is running out. So this card is freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So that's quite a nice message to kind of back up what's being said here. You can go in the direction you want to go. You can be strong, but you have to clear the wood. You know, have to get the, don't take on too much. Maybe saying no is what needs to happen this week so that you can be free to follow this path. Sorry to wrap this up so quickly, but I'm just conscious that my battery is going to die if I don't. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and my channel subscribe if you would like to. And I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.